Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Good morning. Good morning and welcome to the Steve Jobs Theater. We have a huge morning planned for you with some truly big announcements. So I'm going to So I'm going to dispense of my usual updates and get right into it, beginning with the App Store.
We are thrilled to launch Apple Arcade on the App Store, the world's first game subscription service for mobile, desktop, and TV. Apple Arcade is the only place you can get unlimited access to over 100 groundbreaking, exclusive new games made for iPhone, iPad, Mac, and Apple TV. You can't find these games on any other mobile platform or subscription service. Join so many more amazing developers bringing new games to Apple Arcade this year. Apple Arcade is available starting on September 19th. So how much does unlimited access to all these amazing games cost? Just $4.99 a month for the whole family.
Next up, let's talk about Apple TV+. Our mission for Apple TV+ is to bring you the best original stories from the most creative minds in television and film. Stories that help you find inspiration, that are grounded in emotion, truly stories to believe in, stories with purpose. This summer, we released 3 trailers for a few of our premiere originals, like For All Mankind, an innovative reimagination of the space race, and Dickinson, starring Haley Steinfeld, a coming-of-age story about Emily Dickinson told in a completely modern way. And The Morning Show, with its blockbuster cast starring Reese Witherspoon, Steve Carell, and Jennifer Aniston in her first TV series since Friends. This morning, I want to share with you one of the most imaginative, thrilling, and thought-provoking dramas ever. C-stars Jason Momoa, and it takes place hundreds of years into the future in a world without sight. We worked with blind and low-vision cast, crew, and consultants who provided the detail and the authenticity for how this world should be defined. Now, these are just a few of the exclusive originals from the exciting Apple TV+ lineup. With Apple TV+, you'll get access to these and so many more, the best movies, comedies, dramas, and kids shows. Now, I know that some of you have been wondering, when will Apple TV+ be available and how much will it cost? Well, today, we're excited to tell you that the first shows will be available on November 1st, and we'll be adding more Apple originals every month, and Apple TV+ will be available in over 100 countries at launch. And it is just $4.99 per month for your whole family. And so starting today, when you buy an iPhone, an iPad, a Mac, or an Apple TV, you'll get 1 year of Apple TV+ included for free. Now let's turn our attention to iPad. This has been a huge year for iPad. We've revamped our entire lineup, starting with the new iPad mini all the way up to the powerful iPad Pros. And we pushed what people could do with iPad further than ever before with the introduction of iPadOS. And to tell you about the newest iPad, I'd like to invite Jaws to the stage. Jaws.
And we're about to make this iPad a whole lot better because we're replacing the 6th generation iPad with this, the new 7th generation iPad. This is a big upgrade with some great new features, and it's designed to make the most out of iPadOS. So the display is so important to the iPad experience, and we're making the display even bigger. This iPad has a new, larger, 10.2-inch Retina display. This display has more than 3 times the number of pixels, plus greater brightness and a much wider viewing angle, so your content always looks amazing. Under the hood of this iPad is the A10 Fusion chip. So that means that this iPad is up to 2 times faster than that top-selling PC. So now you can create a website in Squarespace or edit your documents in Google Docs right in Safari. And with a simple pinch on the soft keyboard, a new floating keyboard appears. Gives you more room for your content and a great one-handed typing experience. Is awesome. iPadOS enables new workflows on iPad. So now you can even connect your SD card or your thumb drive to quickly browse your photos and videos right in the Files app. And you have a whole new video editing experience with powerful new tools in the new Enhanced Photos app. You can add filters and effects. You could even crop and rotate your video. And there's some great new ways to use Apple Pencil. Simply swipe up from the bottom corner to capture a screenshot, or choose the new full page option to create a PDF of a full web page or your document.
Since the beginning, innovation has been the core of the Apple Watch. Innovations that really matter to people, from the life-changing to the potentially life-saving. Many of these technologies were barely imaginable just a few years ago. Apple Watch has become the most advanced and most loved smartwatch in the world. And to tell you all about what's next with the Apple Watch, I'd like to invite up Stan Ng. Stan.
Introducing Apple Watch Series 5, featuring an innovative new display that is always on. The new always-on Retina display never sleeps, so the watch face is always visible. With previous models of Apple Watch, when you lowered your wrist, the display would go completely dark. But now, with Series 5, you'll always be able to see your time and complications. A wrist raise or a tap brings everything back to full brightness. It all starts with the industry's only low-temperature polysilicon and oxide display, or LTPO. LTPO allows the display to refresh dynamically from as high as 60 hertz to as low as 1 hertz, which is extremely power efficient. There's also a new low-power display driver, an ultra-efficient power management integrated circuit, and a new ambient light sensor, which all work seamlessly together. By combining this incredible hardware with innovative software, we're able to deliver this always-on display while still maintaining the same all-day 18-hour battery life. Now, all of the watch faces have been carefully tuned for the new display, so you'll always be able to see your time and your complications. We've also optimized the screens for all of the workouts in the workout apps, so you'll be able to see your workout metrics without raising your wrist. This always-on display is perfect for those times when you can't raise your wrist or tap the display. Or when you're in a social or work setting where you kind of want to just sneak a quick glance at the time, right? Next, let's talk about another new feature in Series 5, a built-in compass. Now, with the updated Maps app, you'll be able to see which way you're facing, just like on your iPhone. You can add the compass to your watch face so you can see your direction at a glance. And there's even a new compass app, which allows you to see not only your heading, but also your latitude, longitude, current elevation, and incline. Now, our developers can take advantage of the compass as well, so the direction is always clear when you're hiking with Wikiloc, paddleboarding with GoSup, or searching out the constellations with Night Sky. Stainless steel models come in gold, space black, and polished, and we're introducing new models for the first time in titanium. This natural brushed titanium maintains its color through a special surface treatment that Apple custom engineered. And there's also a second model in titanium in this brushed space black with a diamond-like coating. Series 5 will be available in ceramic as well in this brilliant white color. Thank you. It's really beautiful. There are new Apple Watch Nike models featuring new Nike sport bands, new reflective sport loops, and cool new Nike watch faces. And there are new Hermes models, and these beautiful color block bands with a classic Hermes print. Aren't they cool? This year, we're also introducing Hermes models in black. We're so excited about Apple Watch Series 5. With its always-on display, compass, international emergency calling, and all the other great features, like it's swim-proof. You can take an ECG, fall detection, Apple Pay, all the new features of watchOS 6. It truly is the most capable Apple Watch ever. Series 5 GPS models will start at just $399 and $499 for cellular models. You'll be able to order Series 5 starting today, right after the keynote. And they'll be available in our stores starting September 20th.
Video. It really helps you understand so many of the amazing things that the watch can do. Next up, let's talk about iPhone. iPhone and the incredible capabilities that it puts into people's hands has changed the way we live our lives in ways that we never could have imagined. Today, I am thrilled to share with you the newest iPhone. This is iPhone 11, the next generation of iPhone, and it is jam-packed with great new capabilities and an incredible new design. To tell you all about iPhone 11, I'd like to invite Cayenne to the stage. Cayenne?
iPhone 11 has a beautiful anodized aluminum and glass design. And that glass, it's the toughest ever in a smartphone on the front and back. And the glass that surrounds the camera has a sculpted 3D geometry, and it was precision milled down from a single piece of glass to achieve this elegant look. iPhone 11 comes in 6 new colors with an all-new purple, white, yellow, green, black, and product red. It has a 6.1-inch liquid Retina display with True Tone, wide color, tap to wake, and haptic touch in even more places with iOS 13, like contextual menus. And we support Dolby Atmos for an incredible sound experience. Now let's talk about camera. We have an amazing dual camera system with an all-new wide camera, with a new sensor with 100% focus pixels for faster autofocus, 3 times faster in low light. And we have a new ultra-wide camera with 120-degree field of view. This will let you capture way more in your photos and videos. Because now you can take a wide camera shot like this, but switch to the ultra-wide to reveal the scale. Yes. So now, when you're taking a wide camera shot, you'll see our new immersive camera interface that lets you see outside the frame, hinting at a bigger shot. Then you can simply tap to switch to the ultra-wide, revealing more of your scene. Now, we have a new portrait lighting effect, and that's high-key mono. You can take a stunning studio-quality portrait like this from a pretty ordinary background. All right, let's talk about night mode. This is for those very low light environments, like outdoors at night or inside a dimly lit restaurant. And night mode comes on automatically when it's dark enough to brighten photos and reduce noise. Here's an image with night mode turned off. Here it is with night mode turned on. The quality is just astounding. That was shot in 4K resolution, and all the shots, including the ones overhead, were handheld, so that's making use of our even better cinematic video stabilization. So when taking video, you can easily tap to switch to the ultra-wide camera to capture even more in your scene. You can also use the zoom wheel to just transition easily between the 2 cameras. So that's the amazing dual camera system on iPhone 11, with a new wide and ultra-wide for 2x optical zoom out, night mode, a brighter flash, next-gen smart HDR, and the highest quality video. It will change the way you take your photos and videos. So if you look at CPU performance, with the iPhone XR's A12 Bionic chip, it still leads the pack in terms of the latest smartphones and chips. Well, the A13 Bionic is just going to extend that lead even further. The A13 is the fastest CPU ever in a smartphone. All right, so battery. We know that battery life is really important to customers. And last year with the iPhone XR, we already had the longest battery life in an iPhone ever, and it was a big leap and our customers loved it. So with the advancements in iPhone 11, it'll still have an hour more than battery than in your iPhone XR for incredible battery life. This is innovation that matters. Powerful dual camera system, night mode, and things we didn't even have time to talk about, like faster Face ID, water and dust resistance, wireless charging, Wi-Fi 6, and more. We think customers will love iPhone 11.
For our customers that want the most sophisticated technology that really pushes the limits, we've created something truly special. And I'm thrilled to introduce it to you now. Thank you. Yeah. This is the iPhone 11 Pro, and these are the most powerful and most advanced iPhones that we have ever built in a stunning new design. I'd like to invite Phil up to tell you all about them. Phil.
Good morning, everyone. How you doing out there? Well, this is the first phone that we've called Pro. Let's talk all about it. We'll start with this incredible, stunning new Pro design. This is the most advanced and detailed iPhone we've made yet. It's made of a surgical-grade stainless steel. That back is a single piece of machined glass with an optical PVD coating. It is a beautiful new matte textured finish that looks great and feels awesome in your hand. This is an all-new midnight green. There's a very Pro space gray, a beautiful silver, and a new gold. These are incredible. All right, let's talk about this Pro display. It comes in two sizes, 5.8 inches and 6.5 inches. They have the highest pixel density of any display Apple makes. Our Super Retina display is the most advanced we've ever built into an iPhone. It's a new OLED panel that has 2,000,000:1 contrast ratio, P3 wide color, true tone, haptic touch, and now a much brighter, up to 1,200 nits. That's incredibly bright while also being 15% more energy efficient. Now, this incredible new display has a level of brightness, contrast ratio, color, and detail. Well, really, it's the experience that we're building into the new display for the Mac Pro. We call that the Pro Display XDR, and now that experience is being built into an iPhone. So we decided it's worthy of a new name. We call it the Super Retina XDR display. As you know, our A-series chips have kept Apple ahead of the industry for years now, and the A13 Bionic is going to extend that lead. Well, to tell you even more about the A13 Bionic, I'm really excited to bring up Sri Santhanam. He's our Vice President of Silicon Engineering. Sri?
Our engineering team at Apple has been designing chips for iPhone for over a decade, and we have touched everything. Now at Apple, we have the benefit of owning the entire vertical stack, the software, the system hardware, and the chip design. And we work together to optimize every block on the chip. But today, I'd like to talk to you about two specific improvements: machine learning and low power design. First, machine learning. We use machine learning all throughout iPhone. And in our chips, our CPU, GPU, and neural engine are all optimized for different types of machine learning workloads. And the second thing I'd like to talk to you today about is how we lowered the power of the A13 Bionic. It is our most efficient chip to date. And here are a few reasons why. First, it starts with the transistors, the fundamental building blocks of our chips. An A13 Bionic uses an advanced, improved second-generation 7-nanometer transistor, the most advanced in the industry. And we carefully tailored each transistor for high performance and low power. And we did this with over 8.5 billion transistors.
So what has our team done to help the battery keep up with this incredible level of Pro performance? Well, we are so excited to tell you that with iPhone 11 Pro, you now get up to 4 hours longer in your day. Fast charge, 18-watt adapter in the box, so you can charge them all faster too. So, I know what you're waiting for. I am too. Let's talk about the cameras. No question, my favorite part about iPhone. This is the first iPhone that we've had, a camera system that we call Pro, and it's really worthy of this name. First, it has a new wide camera that has a fast f1.8 aperture and focus pixels that cover 100% of the sensor. It is a new telephoto camera with a larger f2.0 aperture. It lets in 40% more light. And has a new ultra-wide camera with a super wide 120-degree field of view and a tremendous range of focus across the entire image. And you can take all 3 shots from one vantage point. Now we want to give you a sneak peek of a new feature coming in the camera that will be available with a software update this fall, but it's so cool we have to tell you about it. It's using the neural engine of the A13 Bionic to create a whole brand new kind of image processing system. We call it Deep Fusion. And this is so cool. So to tell you what it's doing, I'm going to do that while we look at an image. So this is a photo that was shot on an iPhone 11 Pro using this Deep Fusion technology. And this kind of an image would not have been possible before. We use machine learning to take this photo in low to medium light, and it's unlike anything possible with an iPhone camera before. So what is it doing? How do we get an image like this? All right, you ready for this? What it does, it shoots 9 images. Before you press the shutter button, it's already shot 4 short images, 4 secondary images. When you press the shutter button, it takes 1 long exposure. And then in just 1 second, the neural engine analyzes the fused combination of long and short images, picking the best among them, selecting all the pixels, and pixel by pixel, going through 24 million pixels to optimize for detail and low noise, like you see in the sweater there. iPhone 11 Pro is a powerful new video camera system. All 3 cameras shoot 4K, 60 frames a second, extended dynamic range video with beautiful highlights and shadow details. We actually paired the 3 cameras right at the factory, calibrating them for color and exposure. And then all the time while you're using them, we actually do some smart things like we, in real time, take data from the camera you're shooting with and prime the other cameras automatically for autofocus, auto exposure, color temperature, even tone mapping. So you can get a smooth transition across all 3 cameras while we minimize any shifts in color or exposure. And for pros who want to edit this video quickly on device, now with iOS 13, we have new advanced video editing features built into the Photos app. So you can do things like edit a video for exposure, color temperature, even cropping and scaling, right in the palm of your hands.
But now you can shoot with multiple cameras at the same time.
And I love that because it's totally transformative. With 2 cameras rolling in Filmic Pro, I get twice as much coverage on the same take. And this multicam feature will give me new creative options for covering scenes.
We can even couple this incredible ultra-wide camera with the front-facing camera.
This enables me to capture the organic and intimate interaction between 2 individuals in one unbroken take with a single unobtrusive device.
So this is iPhone 11 Pro. In addition to the triple camera system, A13 Bionic, longer battery life, faster charging, new designs. There's also faster cellular, better water resistance, stronger glass, and so much more. So iPhone 11 Pro will start at $999, and iPhone 11 Pro Max at just $100 more at $1099. You can pre-order all of them starting this Friday at a new time, 5 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, so if you can get a few more hours of sleep and then get in line to pre-order. They'll all start shipping on September 20th. So this is our lineup of 3 new iPhones starting at $699, $999, and $1099. In addition to that, we're going to keep iPhone XR in the line starting at just $599, and iPhone 8 at $449. So there's a lot of great options for people at all different price points. Back to you, Tim.
What an exciting morning. I hope you guys have had as much fun as I have. Yes.